Hello, and welcome back to another episode of From the Hip, the podcast where satire and football opinions meet. We're glad you decided to join us today. We've hit another milestone in the off season because, as you can tell, draft day is approaching. We've got a good show for you planned, but I can't do that all by myself, so let me introduce you to the crew. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Hey.
Good. We good.
Another day, another dollar.
Gentlemen, I'm glad you guys are here. So, we got draft is less than 5 days away, right? So, I got a question for you guys. Draft day is literally a few days away. Okay, it'll be on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Please tune in if you can. But now we got where the off season so far has been all about the running backs and where they're going. This draft has been all about the quarterbacks. This is probably the deepest quarterback draft that we've seen in several years. Mo, you being my resident college guy, how do you feel about this draft? And do you see any big changes of anything happening?
I don't see big changes. I think anybody who wants a receiver, a cornerback, or a lineman, you good. Stay where you at. It's deep. It's deep. Now, if you're looking for a quarterback, you got two choices. After that, it's a wrap.
You really think there's only two?
Two choices. After that, it's a wrap.
All right.
That's all, folks.
Hey, Corey. Okay, he's got it down to two, but we have possible six that might end up going first round. Possible six.
I think, yeah, there's going to be a hidden gem in there. We've seen it multiple times, over and over and over. So it's one of those guys will pan out to be something more than just cheeks, like Mo would like to say.
Who you think it is?
Putting him on the hot seat early.
I'll agree with you on this one. The guy from Michigan.
J.J. McCarthy.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Now, do you think that, I mean, it's always possible all six could end up being a bust, and probably one of the guys coming in round 4, round 5 could end up being the next star of this league. We've seen that for the past few years. Look at that.
Brock
what's his
Purdy.
face? Yeah. What's his face? That's what I call him. What's his face? Okay. Justin, how do you feel about these guys?
I like a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm very vocal about who my favorite quarterback in the draft is. Definitely Drake May. I feel like he's the most pro ready, and me and Mo has already talked about this. I feel like even though Jalen Daniels, most athletic quarterback in the draft, even though I think he's fragile. You got Bo Nix out of Oregon. You know what I'm saying? So you got Bo Nix in there, he's gonna be a late. You got JJ who's shooting up in the mock drafts. Caleb Williams, obviously. So you got a couple hitters in this draft, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the most slept on quarterback out of all of them who's nobody's talking about is Bo Nix. So let's just see where he ends up. But
It's funny because a lot of the mock drafts have him falling to the Giants.
Yeah.
Unless the Giants make a trade, which we're going to talk about. Because
but I feel like Bo Nix is also not top 10 worthy, bro.
Bo Nix is 43 years old.
Yeah, Bo Nix is the most seasoned quarterback of all time.
He did college for 10 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
he's 43. He's pro ready.
I think he's already working on his second contract with the NFL at this point. Tyler, are there any of these top 6 quarterbacks? You know what? Let me not limit it to the top 6 quarterbacks. Any of these quarterbacks coming out in this draft that make you want to watch them a little closely, like this guy could end up being somebody special.
So I don't watch a whole lot of college football. You know, like when I watch, I kind of just stick with the teams I generally know.
Now too, buddy.
Yeah.
So it's not.
So yeah, I'm not gonna have a whole lot of information, but I'm a big Bo Nix fan. because I love that name. I was looking at the sheet. I'm just scrolling down, just checking out stuff, and all of a sudden I just see Bo Nix, Oregon Ducks, and I go, my man, let's go, Bo Nix, come on.
No Diddy, that's a little sus
I knew he was gonna throw one out.
Here we
it
go.
rhymes with something else.
Here we go.
That's probably why he likes it. But
Hey,
no
that's the
Diddy.
name of my brother. Fuck you.
I ain't talking
My
about
brother's named Bo, so I have faith
I'm not talking about the first name.
that the big Bo Nix from the Ducks is
Whoa.
coming in.
Wow. Okay.
This is insane early.
Early.
Just
Thank God we
saying.
ain't. Next week's gonna be fun when we're reviewing who actually got drafted.
Woo!
Okay, so let me get with you guys on, because I think here's what I think. I think this first round is going to be filled with a lot of shock. I don't think, because I was going through all the draft rankings from Mel Kiper, and I'm not a fan of where he thinks people are going to end up. I looked at where CBS had it, Fox had it, PFF. And a lot of other people who have been giving their mock drafts. I don't think they're right. I don't think any of them are right. I think this one's going to be where you don't know what you don't know. And I think this is going to be the year of shock. I may be wrong, but I don't think that we exactly know, other than Caleb, because I think everybody pretty much is sure that Caleb is still going number one. But other than Caleb, I don't think anybody really knows what's going to happen afterwards. Justin, how do you feel about this first round?
To agree with you, nobody really does know what's going to happen afterwards. After Caleb, I think Caleb is kind of dead set to go number one. If he doesn't go number one, I'll literally throw my monitor. Other than
I
that,
laugh because he's soft as shit.
yeah, it'll be fun. It will be crazy as hell. It'll be draft day all over again. You know what I'm saying? The movie, literally, where
One of my favorite movies, though.
Yeah, but I got the pick right here. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna keep holding it. Like, they sent me the script. They sent me the script last week. I just haven't said nothing. But you know what I'm saying? I'm already dead set on who's going number one. I'm just not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
By the way, I also know that that's also Corey's favorite movie because P. Diddy is in it.
Yeah, he plays the agent. So you know what I'm saying? So I got the pick
Diddler.
right here.
Yeah, take that.
Speaking
I
of Corey,
got the pick right here.
what about you, Corey? How do you feel about this draft? Do you feel that you have a good handle over where people are going to drop? Or is it something that, no, man, just give me my popcorn because this is going to be a show? It's literally going to be like draft day.
Every draft's a show. There's always shockers. There's always people who grab somebody too early. Somebody always slides. Like look at back with Aaron Rodgers where he slid to what, like 24, 25.
They wish they can go back in time.
Yeah.
They took Alex Smith and
Yeah.
Rodgers ended up falling all the way down to the Packers.
Most favorite player, Mitch Trubisky, going number 2. You know, you have that happens every year. It happens every year. So we'll see. We'll see who it's gonna happen to. That's all. That's how it always goes. We'll just see who it happens to, if there's a reach or whatnot.
What about you, Tyler? How do you feel about the chances of somebody falling to somebody that they didn't know was going to happen?
I think that's probably going to happen. I feel like that happens probably more often than we think about. I think if we look back through a lot of drafts, there's probably those sleeper ones that we don't really think about at the time because you never know. Because once you make that jump ship to the NFL, it's a night and day difference because you see a lot of quarterbacks or a lot of other players you think are going to play well and they get in the NFL and then they're just, quoting Hollywood Mo, cheeks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I saved him for a reason because of the 5 of us, Mo definitely is deeply, deeply, deeply in the college ball all season, not just the off season. So he's our Mel Kiper. If we're gonna have one, that's our Mel Kiper. Okay, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's the guy we bring on.
He's saying you ain't. I think it is going to be shocking because Caleb is going to be the one, but you don't know what quarterback Washington is going to get. New England might get a quarterback. They might get a receiver. Arizona have to wait for New England because I'm sure I know who they're going to get if he's there. And that would be Marvin Harrison Jr. Then you got the Chargers who might trade out of that spot. And then you got the Giants who y'all want a quarterback, but I think you need something else. So go get it.
They need a whole bunch of something else, man. It's not just a quarterback they need.
It's just
Better kicker.
I don't have no grasp on how this finna go because I couldn't even tell you who my team gonna get. So I think we're gonna receiver, but there's something to
Your
say.
team,
we're
but
gonna
your team
cornerback.
already got somebody
Oh, here we
in
go.
the offseason.
Who? If you don't shut the fuck up about Mac Jones,
Well, I tell you what, okay. I actually did a little bit of my own mock draft. Okay. And I know that I'm gonna take some heat from it, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I'm probably going to think it's great. Because I don't fucking know.
no. When he did that playoff shit, oh my God,
my God.
me and
Oh,
Justin
yeah.
killed him.
Oh, you talking about what the Jets gonna be in like the 4th seed and shit? Some crazy ass shit. That was some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, but I'm not afraid of y'all. I'm not
That
afraid.
was crazy.
So I'm gonna put my stuff up there.
Bro, I can barely
Here's
see
how
this, bro.
I see it. I'm gonna make it full screen for y'all, just so.
Okay. Thank God.
Well, the way I look at it, I sit there and see that the first round will not be that big of changes based off of the quarterbacks. But number one, Caleb will get drafted. They've made too much space for him. They have no choice but to make that move right now. But here's where the big difference is going to be. At number 2, Washington will shock the world and take Jaden Daniels, who I think is the best quarterback available because he's the most athletic quarterback. That will make Drake May fall to number 3 to the Patriots, even though they really wanted Jaden Daniels. Next best thing is not a bad thing, Drake May. Here's where the big thing happens. The Giants, wanting their quarterback, are not going to let J.J. McCarthy sit there for much longer. They're going to make a trade with the Cardinals, who are willing to make this trade anyway. The Cardinals will fall back 2 spots and get the wide receiver that they want, which is Neighbors more than Harrison. But JJ will get picked up number 4 by the Giants, who will trade their number 6 pick and next year's number 2. The Chargers, having Marvin Harrison fall in their lap at number 5, will have no choice but to take him to pair him with Justin Herbert. Malik Neighbors will go number 6 with the Cardinals, which is what they want anyway. All the draft models have Joe Alt and Dallas Turner going 7 and 8 anyway. Now, number 9 is funny. The Bears have the number 9 pick, but they will trade out of it. They really don't need much left. They've done a phenomenal job with the offseason. The Raiders are going to jump on Michael Penix Jr. They're going to trade with the Bears. They're going to give up their number 13 pick that they have and next year's number 2 so that they can grab Michael Penix before the Vikings get a chance to grab him, who are very high on him as well. At the number 10 pick, the Jets want Brock Bowers anyway. He's the best tight end in the league. It's not a bad pick. I wish there was something better for the Jets to grab, but at least they're getting the top tight end available. At number 11, the Vikings, who still desperately need a quarterback, are going to take the last quarterback that is available to them, and that's Bo Nix, who is about 102 years old, but he is a very good quarterback. The Broncos are then going to start going down. No more trades are going to happen in the first round, but now the Broncos end up getting Rome Odunze, who's probably the best wide receiver in the league. the Bears now end up at the 13, and they end up picking up Byron Murphy too, who is a beast on that line. So the only other big players I see that are like one that's going to surprise everybody is that number 17, the Jags. Quinion Mitchell, who's the best cover corner in the league, is going to go at number 17 to the Jags. After that, the Eagles end up having to pick up Mr. Adonai Mitchell. You have Brian Thomas Jr. going to the Bills at number 28. Kool-Aid McKinstry is going to San Francisco at number 31. And at number 32, this is going to surprise everybody because they're expecting him to pick up a wide receiver. But the Chiefs are going to try to pick up that tackle because he's going to fall, Graham Barton. Guys, tell me. Come on. Attack my first round. Tell me how am I doing. I'll start with Justin because Justin's making faces.
I ain't mad at it, bro.
You really?
I ain't mad at it, bro. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad. I can't even shit on you for real. Because that's kind of how I would have, you know what I mean? I kind of want to put it myself.
Find out I have a little bit of skill on this right now. How do you feel about this, Corey?
I agree. I told you. I think the Bears are going to trade out because it's too deep, too far down for them to get a stud wide receiver. They don't need one. They just need offensive line, I think. Who do you have the Ravens picking up?
Oh, you didn't take note of that? Hold on.
Well, we can't really see it.
Oh, that's easy. I had the Ravens at number 30 taking Troy Franklin from the University of Oregon.
Get a tackle, and then they're going to pick up.
I missed that.
I think they're going to get a tackle, and then they're going to try to move up to pick up the guy from FSU, Keon Clark. Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. It's Keon Coleman.
Coleman, yeah, the 6'4" wide receiver out of FSU. I think that's who they're going to get in a second.
Go Knowles.
Well, it's funny you said that about second. Hold on. Because while I think the first round is going to be filled with shock and awe, I think this is going to be a very relaxed and easy second round. I don't think there's going to be much shock at all. I think everybody's going to go with where everyone thinks is going to be going. I don't think there's going to be anything happening. And guess what? I also have...
I think someone's still mad about that 17th pick.
He might be. But I also have another slide because I did my second round. As well. And I'll read it off to you guys. Hold on. Okay. So for my second round, I have the Panthers finally being able to grab a pick and then picking up Peyton Wilson, the linebacker from North Carolina State. The one who's going to fall to the second round, which is going to surprise somebody, is going to be Chop Robinson going to Washington at pick 36. To me, he's a first rounder, but he's going to fall just based off of the way everything was getting picked in the first round. The next big guy out there, to me, will be the Keon Coleman going to the Giants, who are going to trade up to pick him up. Chris Jenkins going to the Bengals. And
no, I'm finna lose it. I'm about to lose it.
Go ahead. That's okay. That's the reason I got y'all here. Tell me what you think.
I'm about to lose it.
Well, there's a big difference between Panthers and Jaguars. I'm just letting you know, Anthony.
Yes.
Future
Don't
reference.
disrespect. I know it's the same cat. I know it's a cat, but it's a different cat. All right. All right. Now listen. We are not going DB 2 rounds in a row.
Why not? You guys need it.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't. We started our guy that was always going to be the replacement last year. It's going to be Antonio Johnson. He'll be back there with Andre Cisco. Andre Cisco had a really good season last season.
He did.
So we don't need we'll get a safety in the later round, maybe, because I know that Rayshawn Jenkins went to the Seahawks, but we ain't getting safety. We'll get Ricky Pearsall probably at this spot. Because receiver, we need a receiver.
You do need a receiver.
Because
Especially
I think
because you didn't pick up Ridley. You didn't get, Ridley that, it didn't work out.
we're not paying no 30-year-old wide receiver $92 million for 5 years. So good riddance, Ridley. Kiss my ass. Stop threatening.
He was not that productive for you anyway.
Stop threatening my friends on Twitter. Anyway, but let me see here. You said the next great player don't go into the Colts, and then I noticed that you just completely disrespected Brandon Fisk, who's you got going to the Texans.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it won't happen.
You disagree with my second round.
Yes, I do. Some of these guys are not. I don't think Chop Robinson going in no second round.
You really don't? You think he's going to fall that far?
No, I think he's going to go in the first.
Oh.
Chop Robinson is top tier.
I agree with you. I think Chop Robinson might be the guy who's going to be the steal. By getting him in the second round, that's a steal.
If he dropped that far, it's going to be a damn steal.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's going to be a steal.
It's going to be a
Be
robbery.
NFL bound,
Because
bro.
I
This
think the
person's
Giants are going
chop
to
is
mess
crazy.
everybody up. Having this draft go with 4 straight quarterbacks is going to mess everyone up. By the way, if that happens, this will be the very first time in history that has happened. We've never had 4 quarterbacks go in the first round.
Them quarterbacks ain't going like that. It's an interesting concept. No.
I think it's possible.
No.
Think it's real possible, baby.
No. The Giants trading up, I don't think it's happening. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. They're running it back with Daniel Jones, baby. They're running it back. And they're running it back.
Bro.
That's not happening, dog.
Shut up, bro.
I think they might run your boy out there before they run Daniel Jones out there.
Yeah, in the starting QB, Daniel Jones. They're running it back.
Man,
But, I mean,
I think they're gonna draft a quarterback just because you got some of these draft prospects shitting on Daniel Jones, bro.
Yeah.
I know you seen this, bro. Guys who not even in the league yet already shitting on some of these starting quarterbacks. So these are things where a lot of these guys got an ego, man. See where these guys going.
Yeah, this is true. I'm not going to deny that. But Corey, what do you think so far about the draft? And where do you think there's anybody that I left out of the first 2 rounds that you think are going to sneak in that are like obvious sneak-ins?
No, I think it was fine. I think it was all good, but I was just thinking about something else for a minute because I was watching some of these guys' pro dates, and Jaden Daniels' pro day didn't even look that great either, just like Caleb Williams. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but that's a whole nother topic.
because he's a 45-pound bag of ass.
Damn.
Don't say that too much around Corey. He gets excited about that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Take that, right?
Oh, God!
Oh, man. Oh, man.
No, but I mean, this is what you put together was a pretty good version of the draft. Probably just move some things around like a little bit here and there, more based on needs than availability. But I agree with it. I really do. And I agree with Mo. Jacksonville's not taking 2 corners or 2 DBs back to back. Nobody really does that.
They need it. All right. As much as I dog Mo about Jags, okay. I am going to come back to him in a minute because guess what? I asked Mo to give me his evaluation of 10 great players that no one's talking about really. And what I mean by nobody is because obviously they're focusing on the quarterback. So I said give me 10 non-quarterback players that we should watch out for. 10 guys we think are going to go deep. All right? And now y'all get to attack. Mo, All right. So where we go from my little second round here, turn that off. We're gonna go to Mo slots. Players to watch. Okay, Mo, are you ready?
Always ready.
All right, let's see.
Okay, that was creepy. He lowered the bass in his voice too for that one.
All right, Mo, I'll let you walk your way through it. You want to go from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10? You want to just go 1 to 10?
1 to 10. Yep.
All right, because it'll be because it's pretty obvious the first one that he sent me. And that's because I'm not pressing the right button. Okay.
Marvin Harrison Jr., with all the talk about quarterbacks, they are just acting like he's going to fall down from the top 3, which is stupid. But go ahead, be stupid. Because this is top tier right here. Anybody will upgrade when they get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Absolutely. I'll go to your number 2.
Rome Odunze. I told y'all this draft right here is deep with wide receivers. And even though he can't separate for shit, he can show catch the ball on the 50-50 ball.
All right.
This is my favorite one because this is a route runner right here. Mm-hmm. He started off at Georgia, went to Texas. He can separate. The only thing that's going to hold him is the rumors that somehow are coming out of nowhere about him being a diva or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got that face, man. I'm sorry. I see Corey already looking at him.
Dang.
Wow.
Damn, he beat me to saying something. God damn it.
Joe,
I was gonna say, you all saw Corey's eyes get a little wider.
He's the top lineman in this draft, man. Top lineman.
This guy's a beast. This guy's a beast.
He in Notre Dame. They ain't got nothing else to do. Can you mention? See, that's why I didn't hate that pick going to the Jags. You know,
I think the Jags are going to grab him, man.
We need a man-to-man corner. He's the best one in this draft. Any team is that defense is gonna get an upgrade if they get this man-to-man corner right here. He can put on some size though, but yeah.
I think that'll come.
Yeah. Beast.
This guy is a monster.
Beast.
Seen how he just attacks off the edge?
Yeah, this is a beast. So I think he's not getting talked about with those quarterbacks that they love. They're not talking about like the top defensive players, and this is the best D lineman right here. Mm-hmm. Another lineman. Oh my God. I told y'all deep, but this look, Samoan. You ever try to fight a Samoan? Me either.
You try to pronounce his name.
Oh, you did? Justin, you did.
That acknowledges.
Yeah, acknowledge the bloodline.
Yeah, but that's Samoan law for the WrestleMania because the story was finished. Like I said, it would.
All right, next slide because he wilding. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
What a name, dog. Kool-Aid.
Listen. They always talk about Terrion. My favorite one from Alabama in that secondary is this one right here. Kool-Aid McKinstry. That's the best cover one. Arnold was getting cooked. You can't find too many clips of Kool-Aid getting cooked.
Ain't Kool-Aid like 100 years old too, though?
Yep, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. He's like 100 years old. Like, he's been in college. I remember when he first came to college, I'm like, that's a cool name. It's been 7 years. He's still in college.
Yeah. Brock Bowers, I don't really have to say much. Best tight end in the draft, man. Best tight end in the draft.
Yeah, very much so.
And Chop Robinson, I think he's pretty stellar. I think he's going first round. Passing up on him is crazy.
Yeah, and I agree where it could be a first round, and he should be. He's that talented. Mm-hmm. I just think that there's going to be some shock and awe in the first round that's going to make somebody miss him.
Yeah.
And he's going to fall. And when he falls, it's going to be hurtful.
And I just did 10. I could have went for about 15, 20, 30 maybe, but it's a short show. So
it is a short show.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Tyler, I'm going to ask you a question. This guy absolutely Nothing to do with the draft. Okay. Hey, let me take this off because this doesn't have to be there.
Oh man.
All right. This has nothing to do with the draft. Let's talk about this real quick.
Oh,
Have you heard? I just want to get your opinion on these guys, just so we can address the news that came out the other day. That reports say that Robert Kraft was the reason why Bill Belichick did not get the coaching job for the Falcons. That the owner of the Falcons is a good friend of Robert Kraft, and he called him up to say, you can't trust Bill. He should not get that job. Tyler, I wanted to get your opinion on that.
Well, so what I think about the rumor, I mean,
Well, it's pretty
if,
substantiated at this point.
okay, because I was gonna say it sounds like it's clearly when Belichick left, there was it was a bad blood. We weren't 100% sure what was going on in the background, but we saw the.
Although they definitely tried to play it like as if it was mutual and everybody was happy.
Yeah. Well, that you do that when the camera's on. Yeah. We all saw it. You played the clip in a previous episode, and so we all were going, nah. Belichick's not the type of guy that's gonna he's gonna be like, all right, bye, whatever. And he always we knew it wasn't. We knew there was something going on in the background this whole time. Now this coming out, it's not a surprise at all. It's probably push it with him leaving, and then Robert Kraft and Belichick probably just didn't see shit eye to eye. Probably some words were said because Belichick does not hold his tongue, and he probably said some shit. Don't get me wrong, he probably said how he felt. Is what it is, but he probably said shit to someone who has connections. And now that's going to screw him at other places, and that Atlanta job is what it probably screwed him out of. He's probably just said, hey, fuck this dude. Don't hire him. We know each other. We're boys, but don't hire this dude. Got him booted out. And I think that's going to be Belichick's downfall is his mouth. I think his attitude and his mouth is what is going to lead him into these scenarios.
Gotcha. Hey, Corey, I saw you shaking your head, so that means you have an opinion. Give me something.
Of course. It's just like the workforce we're all in. The industry we're in, everybody knows everybody. Everybody asks, hey, what do you think about this person? What do you think about that person? What do you know about him? What do you know about his or her work ethic? And it's the same thing that's going to go on in the NFL. If you go on to target a player, you're going to ask questions from people you know. Your teammates will ask other teammates of that player, hey, how is he in the locker room? How is this? Same thing that's going to happen with coaches coming over. If they're owners, all those owners are friends. They all sit down, they get together, they share, information with one another. So of course, Robert Kraft's going to give him the scoop on what he's going to get if he goes out and signs Bill Belichick. So maybe he felt like, okay, this won't work for me. This doesn't work for the identity that we're trying to set here. And that's that.
Ooh.
Do you think that he was doing the right thing? Do you think that Kraft, or do you think there was some animosity to it? That's where.
No, I don't.
You think Kraft's like, I'm doing a genuine thing to my, my buddy, being like, hey, man, listen, Belichick, say what you will, but these are some problems that you should be aware about, and then take that into consideration. Or was Kraft's like, fuck this dude?
I think it was more of these are some problems taken into consideration. Everybody, because Robert Kraft doesn't seem like that kind of a guy, yet everybody has their own opinion on people. So I could say something about you, but it may be skewed. And then, you just got to figure it out. Everybody else you got to take that chance. You got to see if the person's telling the truth or not. But for me, I think it was more of, hey, this is what you're going to get if you take him in. If you hire him, this is what you're going to get.
Okay.
Because at first when I read it, I thought it was about the scandals. But then I said, why would he need anybody to tell him about the scandals? We all know about the scandals. We all know about everything that he's done, or he was behind, or he masterminded.
Hell, Robert Kraft got a scandal too.
That's my point.
He got the Deshaun Watson scandal. Right, Mo?
I pray for you, Mo.
No, but we all know about all the different problems that people have come at him. But if you're a Patriots fan, you didn't care because he won. He was a winner. Okay, and that's how you looked at it. Like, yeah, okay, my guy's a cheater, but we still got the championship. That's how you end up looking at it, you know. And everyone else may hate you, but you're still loved in your hometown. Well, now that you're no longer there, your former employers now, yeah, don't hire this guy. That's kind of messed up. That's why I brought that up. Anybody else have any opinion on it? Or you guys good?
I didn't even
I'm
know
good.
about the rumor. I didn't even know about the rumor.
I'm good because I mean they do what they do what everybody do. Hey, bro, should I bring him in? No, he's a hoe. All right, thank you.
No, wow. Okay. All right. Well, with that, we told y'all this was a short show. We're going to keep our word to that. I just implore you guys to watch the draft on Thursday at 8 p.m. live from Detroit, Michigan. Okay? Gentlemen, I'm sure you'll all be watching. Next week, we will be back to recap the first couple rounds while the last, 5 rounds are going on.
Yeah.
Okay? And we could talk about who might be the steals coming from round 5. You know, the next Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. You know, you never know. You know, you never know. But with that, let me sign off and let me let you guys have your final words. Justin, you got something for?
Told you I got it, and I release it on draft day.
Brock Purdy, better than Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. You know, we got a draft coming up after that. Going to have a great next season. So everyone, please stay tuned. Stay tuned to this stuff. And you can listen to Corey's horrible takes during the draft.
Ravens ran the ball 6 times.
Okay. I mean, what do you got? Okay. With that, thanks for watching. My name is Anthony Rodriguez. I'm the host of this show. I can't believe sometimes I'm associated with these guys, but I'm glad to be here every week with them. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week and to seeing these guys next week as well when they find out that my first and second round was spot on. With that, everybody have a great week. Have a good one.